Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's class. Okay, it's by now I should not be adding some people. I should not be, everybody should be able to join this call smoothly. Maybe I'll recheck the email address for everybody to see if it was not added. Okay, so welcome, welcome everybody to this class. Um, so I think class that was 2 days ago on Wednesday. We discussed about pivot table. I think, yeah, we talked about pivot table, how to use a Google form. What other thing did we do? I think we did one more thing. It was 3 things. Can't remember the third one. But the goal was, or the main um, subject of the class was about pivot table. And we also did a bit of revision for conditional formatting and validation. Yeah, I've talked about the tags. Of course, the tags for 2 days ago should have dropped, but it's going to be together with these tags since they are going to be similar because we're supposed to do pivot table and also pivot charts, and we didn't even finish pivot table. So we're going through that today, but I like to go like this. So before we start, just talk about few terms and go into the revision since it's connected to this class. Then continue from there. Okay, so let me use it to the sheet. Yeah, I'll just create a new sheet. So one of the themes we'll actually be talking about today is okay. Uh, so one thing we are actually familiar, I think some of us are familiar with already, is data visualization tools. So these are tools or softwares or applications that allows you to create uh, interactive graphs. Not entirely interactive, but it allows you to create very nice graphs, charts, dashboards, and can to generate. You also use them to generate reports. Yeah, that you present. So these are tools that allows you to basically create dashboards. It can be interactive, it can might not be interactive, but it allows you to create charts. Like those are the basics, charts. Then you move on to graphs. Then you move on to dashboard. Dashboard is like bringing multiple charts and graphs into a particular section, into a particular view, right? That's basically what the dashboard does, and it actually gives meaningful information. Same with your reports too. You can use that those visualization tools for reports, and quite a number of them. And I think Power BI, that's like most known out there. Tableau, am I spelling correctly? Tableau. Yeah, Tableau. We have ClickView. Yes, I used ClickView when I was working for a company in Lagos. This was what they use. They use ClickView. Of course, that's ClickSense. ClickSense is like the 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 more expensive version. Then yeah, we have Google. We have Looker Studio. This one is owned by Google. I think I used it. So it's part of the Google suits. Of course, most people might not really see it like that, but I think I used it when I was working on a project like that. So we have Looker Studio, we have this, we have ah, there are numerous out there. I'm sure there's one for AWS, that's Amazon, which I don't know. I'm sure there's also Amazon, there are three. Azure, yes, Azure. So the first one belongs to Google. So actually, it's GCP. So GCP is Google Cloud Platform. Yeah, that's what they call their platform. So these are like three, I think I've mentioned these three cloud services: GCP, AWS, that's Amazon Web Services, and Azure. So they probably have their visualization tools. And okay, so the other thing is the term we are more familiar with, and that's data analytics. Okay, if everybody that is joining and can't join smooth, like I'm just putting out there, please, if you are joining and I have to admit you into the call, please send your email to my DM like after the call so I can add you to the lists of people that have access and can join easily. So I won't have to be admitting you. Okay, this is another person. Maybe I should make this information at the end of the class. So data analytics uh, is a term we are familiar with, right? So it's the practice of analyzing and interpreting data to discover insights, uncover insights and patterns and trends that informs decision making and can also drive outcomes of businesses. Okay. So data analytics, like I said, is the practice of analyzing and interpreting data. So should I break the ground? There's data analytics and there's data analysis. Analysis is you performing, getting statistical data from statistical insights. Basically, you're getting insights from a particular data. But data analytics is like the whole process from how the data came to like how you got data to the process of analyzing to the process of visualizing to the process of making taking decisions based on that data. Yeah, that's like the whole process of that whole process is data analytics. But it's involved there's a process in it that is called data analysis, where that's where you actually just you analyze the data, basically get information from the data. And we have I think I talked about this one, that's machine learning. I made an instance of it when we started. I think that was like the second class or the first class where I was talking about data analysis, a data analyst, a machine learning engineer, and deep learning. Did I mention deep learning? Okay, I mentioned data science. Yeah. So machine learning is, I'm sure most of us have been in it, ML, ML, ML. There's DL too, that's deep learning. So machine learning is a part of AI, artificial intelligence, that involves the development of um, algorithms and models that helps computers to learn and make predictions from data without actually telling them to make decisions, without actually telling them how to do it. Should I say how to do it? Without explicitly saying that, oh, do this. So that's explicit programming. For instance, now, okay, we're still going to do that. So if I write a program to do 2 plus 2, that will give me 4. That's a summation algorithm, a summation function. But when it comes to machine learning, I don't need to say 2 plus 2, 4. All I have to give it is give it multiple data, multiple instance of saying, okay, if I multiply 2 plus 2, I'll get 4. If I multiply 10 plus 10, I'll get 3. If I multiply this and this, I'll get this. And feed it into the system. I'll feed it into the models, into the algorithms, and the algorithms will detect pattern on its own. We detect the patterns from it, then use that pattern to now make predictions that, okay, when you now come back next time and you give it something similar, it can say, oh, based on the data I have, the data I've done, right? I went through this data, then I uncovered this, I found the pattern. Looking at what you just gave me, this should be my results. So that's usually the thing behind, for instance, now your weather forecasts. Weather forecast, that's a very, very good application of machine learning. Which other one can I say? For instance, now some of us I use email. that we type on Gmail, so that by the time you type, before you type finish, some things are already there already. Like it's already giving you suggestions. Yeah, those suggestions are machine learning. Some of us are paying attention to our keyboard. Yeah, when we type, right? The fact that we type something and the next word is coming up, the likely word, that's a likely word. That's like an algorithm that is doing that. That's another example of machine learning. So it's like a prediction. It's just a part of AI, right? That does with models and algorithms. Basically, those models are in mathematical format. Then the aspect of deep learning, it has to do with neural networks. So neural network is neural networks. It's a network of nodes. Okay, so it works. The idea, like the simple idea behind deep learning, is the brain, the way the brain works, how it's able to detect things and all of that. So it has some things connected to each other, and so that's the concept behind deep learning. So mathematics, machine learning uses mathematical models. Like that's what is the underlying principle. But deep learning uses neural networks. It uses a network of nodes, a lot of them. I think in our body we have neural. The word neural was actually taken from the brain actually. So we have neural nodes on our brain connected together. That you can check it out. So basically that's deep learning. Though it still does the same thing. Like computers are able to learn without actually saying do this. All you have to do is give it data. Then the size of the data you give a deep learning, you use in deep learning is actually large, actually, compared to machine learning. So then the last one is we have big data. Okay, so I think usually I'm always writing these things. So yeah, we have big data, and big data is basically is an extremely large data set and it's complex. It cannot be easily managed, right? And even when you're doing analysis on it, it's not easy to work on big data using your normal data processing techniques. So it requires some special tools. For instance, now that's a good example. Someone was on this, it's like someone in the class chatted me up that data that we're currently working on. That's this pivot data. Where is it? That this pivot data, right, is hanging on our system. She copied everything and she wanted to paste it inside another sheet. She said it hanged on her system. Like her system was not responding. I think I had that issue too. Of course, I think my system is quite capable, but I have a lot of things usually running, multiple things running at the time. So I don't blame it. I overloaded it. But I'm sure hers was not like that. So she probably tried to copy it and probably let a stem had to take a while to load. So and this is not an example, this is not still big data because I think in this data.
Sorry, we can't see your screen.
Oh, sorry, thank you very much. Uh, pivots, share. I didn't realize. Sorry about that.
All
So
right, we can see it now. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. So this is data, yeah, the one we're working on that we did last week. So I think we had 994, sorry, 9,994 rows. That's like, let me see, 9994 rows, comma, how many columns? I think A to E is 5, F to this is 10, 10. Okay, wait, Z, did you get Z? 26, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 minus 20, that's 21. That's just 21. That's 21. Yeah, Control Z. Ah, 9994, comma, 21. So this is the dimension of the data, the row and the column. Row, comma, column, sorry. So this is the dimension of the data. 9,994 and 21 rows. And this is not even quite much, right? This is what we use when you're working with. In fact, when you're working with basic machine learning, you use at least you use up to maybe 30,000, yeah, thereabouts. Though you can use as little and you can use as much as this. But to say this is not actually big data, this is actually just a normal data. Big data comes when you are dealing with the minute you start dealing with hundreds of thousands, then you have, I can say you have begun to work with, you are getting there, you started. I think there was a time I worked with, I think, was it 10 million, 10 million rules? Yeah, 10 million rules. That's quite much. I don't even know how I got there, but that was what I worked. So that's what big data is. You need specialized technologies. There are technologies that are meant for big data. If you run it on your system can hang, can freeze, basically. So, so we talked about data visualization, data. This is your spell. Sorry, visual. Sorry, forgive me. Visualization. Yeah. Talk about data visualization. We talked about data analytics. Analytics. Yeah, I think I also mentioned something related to data analysis because everybody here should know what data analysis is. And I mentioned machine learning, and I think yeah, I mentioned deep learning too. Of course, that was not the plan. And big data. Yeah. So this visualization is just visualization. Then tools that allows you to visualize. Then analytics I mentioned is basically the end-to-end process of the collection, from the data collection, from data gathering to where you actually analyze and give insights. And data analysis is just a process in data analytics where you actually, you know, perform some analysis, statistical analysis, get some information. The machine learning is a part of feeding your systems, your computer, your feeding models and algorithms with enough data to learn from, whereby they can make predictions without having to tell them how to. Then deep learning is uses the concept of neural networks from our brain, basically. Then big data is data that are so large to manage, very, very large, which require specialized tools. Yes, I remember an example of deep learning, that's computer vision, and that's where you have image recognition. For some of you that pay attention to your phone, when you're recording or when you're taking a picture, when you're about to take a picture, you see a box that appears on the person's face. That's an example of a face detection. So it detects the number of faces. For instance, if you have like 10 faces, some can detect up to 20 faces, some can detect just one or two, depending on how they decided, how the manufacturer of the phone decided to put the model on it. So that's an example of deep learning. They are very, very interesting fields. So yeah, so that's it. Any questions? Any questions before we move on? Any questions? There's my message. Okay. Nobody saying anything. Is it safe to move on? Can just indicate. Alright, two people responded. We have started with not responding. I'm going to fight some of us today. Okay, it is well. So pivots. Let's continue from where we stopped last class. So we're dealing with pivots. I know some of us know we are very good with pivots, but some of us still had some slightly. So this is it. This was what we did last time. I'm going to have to increase my screen a little bit so I can see it properly. Let me see. Let me try something. If you are still going to see it, oh no, it's bad. I just work with this. So this is what we did last week. Uh, we, say last week. Sorry, last class. So this is a pivot table. So process of doing a pivot table is as simple as coming to insert, right? Then you click on pivot table. Then you check your data range. Then you check the sheets you're going to. I think today we should try and do something more clean, right? And you can pick the existing sheets if you want to put on the same sheets. Then you put in wherever you're going to. Okay, this data range. So you have to select the data range. Of course, I think did we make a data range? Let me see. I think did we use a name range? Okay, yeah. I think I did a name range. But where's my own? Where's my own? I use sales underscore data. Yeah, this should be mine. So it should be 5 actually. Then okay, of course suggested already. Then the new sheets, pick here, let's pick here. Okay, creates. Then it creates, then we can go ahead to whatever combination we want to do. Yeah, feel free to do it here. So that's how we got here. That's how we did for regions. So we're checking for profit sales. We assumed that we are customers. Sorry, this is, I think this was Mr. Justice components. Am I saying Mr. Justice around? Is he around? Is he around? Is Mr. Justice around? Okay. Do you know if the company is not around? Let's say, let's give the company to Tito. So let's say this is Tito company, and we're trying to check for our profits and how it varies across different. We're just trying to get meaningful information, right? This should be expanded. We're going to expand it on this. Oh my god. Okay. So let me get one that's maybe I'll just create a new one. So we expanded this and I think we're able to sort in some order. Yeah, we're able to choose the different sorted orders we want for individual ones. So then there was a part where we worked on percentage, right? Yeah, that was this, the subcategories, and we're able to see how each, where's the edit button? So the edit, so this was where we changed it, right? The sum. So how we summarize by sum, then we check the percentage. So you could change it to average actually, and you could also do by row, percent of row, right? So you cancel this, close this, sorry. Oh, why am I saying 100%? I'm not supposed to be saying 100%. Is it grand total? Yeah, sorry. So I should see it now. Yeah. So based on this total, but what is giving me 284? These are beyond 100% actually. Maybe because it is average, sure. Let me see. Could it be colon? Still giving me same thing. Maybe because it is average. So we change it to sum. I change it to grand total. It will be based on the total, yeah, and to sum it up based on the total, yeah. So that's about that. I think I saw something now, Seth. Last, okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll look at that. So that's basically what we did last week. We sorted, we added some things. I think we did, yeah, the idea of this, right? That we had a row and we had a column data, and this looked something similar. So I don't know if we remembered when we were doing countif and uh, some if. Let me see if I can get the some if. I can't remember the class. Excel, was it class 4? Let me see, is it class 4? Can't even find it. Okay, but the idea was, I think it was when we were doing some if, and uh that we did something like this. So it was with the driver's data sets that we had to do the gender here on the rows, and on the column we had if it was good, we had fair, and we had bad. I don't know if you all remember, but this is a way you can see, this is a simple way to do that rather than just writing some ifs, multiple sum ifs function for everything. can just use your pivot table, right? You can just use your pivot table and pull out your summary in clicks. You don't have to write functions. Of course, it's very good to know how to write functions because we're going to be writing a lot of it actually. So check is still recording. Okay, so we are going to be writing a lot of pivot functions. So let's continue from where we stopped, right? So that's basically what we did last week. Okay, should be nothing there. So we are going to try to take this, right? And we don't want to put the result on this sheet. We don't want this sheet to be, let me see, there's a zoom function on this sheet. Okay, yeah. So I don't want, I apologize, I'm going to take it back. So I don't want this sheet to be like this where I have this here and I have this here. So I'm going to segregate it, right? And take my results into another sheet. Let me see if I can edit this into another sheet. Is that possible? It's not possible from here. I probably have to transfer it one by one. So let me take it back to proper zoom. Okay. So there are a few questions that we could also ask because we didn't finish, right? So we did work with year. I think where we stopped was where we were checking for sum of profits based on the subcategories, yeah, for the group. Okay, we were checking the percentage of the contribution of each subcategories, how it contributes to the profit. Sorry. Could also check for others, right? So we're not going to do that. So we're just going to go straight to dealing with year, right? Date function. There's something I need to show you. So let's say we have, where's our data again? This is our data. There's other dates, there's ship dates. So other dates is like the dates the customer ordered, while ship date is the dates the item was shipped, right? So there's actually a lot of processing that needs to be done. So let's do something based on the order dates. So let's say we want to check the sales that was made for each quarter of, so we have 2017, we have 2016, we have 2015. Okay, let's say for each year. Yeah, let's say they want to check the quantity of, that's the quantity of goods that was actually shipped or ordered for each year based on year. So to do that, insert pivot table. So we want to say a new sheet. I think that would be let me see. Try this. That would be sheet 1. Okay, so let's say sheet 2. I use the bank sign. Then a, okay, the data range is on this sheet. Sorry, data range is on this sheet. I think it's named already. Yeah, it's here. Then into a new sheet, create. Yeah, so this takes me straight into a new sheet and should open this up. Nice. And so we are going to, so what is it we want to check again? We want to check for the sales, the quantity of sales that was made for each year. So the rows, what will be on the rows is the year, that's the date, order date, and on the values we are going to have quantity, right? Yeah, exactly. But what you have here instead is the, for the individual dates we want year, but we don't have year on our data, right? We can, okay, so I think we have done this before, extracting year from something like this. Who can help us? So I should have used that as a question, but let's go anyways. So what I was going to say was, who can tell us what we can do, like from at least from past or what we have done so far? What do you think we can do for this? Anybody? Now it's time to talk. Some people are leaving the group. Israel left. Shola left. Maybe his network. Oh yeah, let's respond. Abdullahi, Akinwumi, Temuwo, Rashid, Israel, Kingsley, Ayobami, Timidayo, Pearl. What do you think we can do? As a data analyst, you are told that you have this kind of thing and you need just for year. You have data instead. So what can we do? I've called names. Please just respond. Time is going. What's going on? Wait, am I on mute? Hello? Hello? Uh-oh, what's going on? Okay, you didn't get my question. Wait, who else did not get my question? Class, please just respond. What's going on? You can use the chat bot. I mean, sorry, you can chat, you can drop your messages. I want to believe that network is doing somehow with, because I can see people logging out and logging in. The question is, we are trying to get the order dates, right? The year from order dates. For instance, what we actually want to do is, we want to, so these are data, order dates, and sum of quantity. But what we actually need is, we need the year, not the date, the individual dates. This is giving us, well, the question we want to actually get, what we actually want to get is, we want to get the sales that was made in each year, the quantity of items that was made in each year. That's what we want to get. Now, in this situation, I have just order dates. The dates is giving me the dates, like from the day to the month to the year. So what I need is the year. So how can we get that? That's the question. Can you continue? Ayobami, you want to say something?
Yes, I think the last time you said we just change the formats to just here.
Okay, yes. So you change the format. Okay. What function? I was hoping you will use a function because I don't think I can. Can I change the format? Anybody?
I think we'll use the year function under date. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. So here is dates. I don't think I can reduce this to time to year actually. Can I? Okay, custom dates time. So I don't think I can erase this. I don't think so. So I think what we are going to use is actually the year function. Well, there's a way to do that. Of course, yeah, that's a way. All you just do is you go back to the data set, right? You go back to this data and you create a year column from this. So this is dates. All you have to do is come here. Maybe you create order year, order year, right? Then you put your year function and you pick the date, which is this, and you close it, and it gives you the year, and you autofill it, and you get, did I cancel this? Oh, it's filling already, sorry. Yeah, and you get the year. It's as simple as that. But there's another way. The other way is to do it like this. Then you is it right left, yeah, you right click, then you see create pivot date group. This is a very amazing function, and you click here and it reduces everything to year, and so you get the sum of quantity. So easy peasy. It's as simple as that. Do we all get that? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, there's no question. I think I can move on. So so that's reducing it to year, right? So here I can have 2015. For 2015 now, I know the quantity, so I could also say for the rest of, I could get for profits, I could get for what other numerical value is there. I think we have quantity, we have profits, we have sales. Yeah, get for sales. So let's do profits, like profit a lot, right? So let's do profit. Let's do profits. So insert pivot table. The data range is from sheet 1 actually. So here it is. Then I'm bringing it to this sheet, right? Okay, and create. So our row is going to be order year, order date. Sorry, keep using here. Then our values is going to be profits, and yeah. And we close and we come back here, right click, create pivot date group, and here we go. Here now you could also do beyond here. For instance, now you want to get, I think when we are doing this, right, we have year, we have quarter, we have month. So yeah, now when you do quarter, you are able to see which quarter you are able to generate more profits. So as a data analyst now, you're working on this kind of problem and you're being confronted, okay, or you decided that, oh, okay, I need to check which quarter actually generates more profits. So in this now, you can see that, okay, I can change this profits to, can change the order, right? Order by sum of profits. So from lowest to, yeah. So you can see that in the first quarter, we have least profits. In second quarter, we have more. In the third quarter, we have more again. And in the fourth quarter, we have more. So that means that in this kind of situation, you know that when you are generating in your company, you generate more profits in the last quarter of the year. So that's like, we are beginning to get insights. So you can try to fill all of this with your dashboards, with your reports. So this is like reports. So that's something that I think pivot helps us to do. And you can also add multiple. For instance, now let's do quarter, let's do year, then the quarter in the year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an additional order dates. I'll add it to this. So this has two other dates. Where did they go? Let me just do add order dates. Order. Okay. Okay, so I think first of all, sorry, we'll first do turn this to year. Then okay, so it's a change. Then when we check add, it should appear again. Yeah, order dates. You take it, now it's down. Then I come back here. Now can you see that what this will do is it will only take for, it will source it based on 2015. I can come back here, create another pivot, then pick quarter. So if I pick quarter now, this will now, give me the information based on the quarter, how I got here. So the quarter that contributed for each year. So maybe in 2015, we had 381. Then in 2016, it grew more. In 2017, it went bigger. In 2018, oh, boom. So it means that every year, the first quarter has been increasing. So that's a good one. I think the second one, okay, let's just go to the fourth one. I think the fourth quarter did not go in that same pattern. We had 20, we started with 21, went to 23, went to 38, then in 2018 it dropped. What happened? Now begin to investigate what went wrong. And sorry, by the way, we are using the current sheet, the one we used last week. So that's what, sorry, the one we used last class. That's what we are still using. So you can see what happens here and how you are able to how you are able to just get insights, right? This call will end in 15 minutes. Wow. Okay. This thing is back. I got a notification that this call will end in 15 minutes. So at the end of 15 minutes, I will stop the recording. Then I will send another meeting link so that we can all join. Alright, so this is this, yeah. So this is the quarter. I hope I'll remember doing this exact time. So another thing we can do, right? So we have done for the year. You can decide to extend this. You can check for this. You can create. No, sorry. Yes, based on this. Did I click on this? I'm sure I click on this. Yeah. So create. So I could check for months. Yes, good. So I could check for months, and you could also do the same. And you could decide to even extend it. You could decide to add more. For instance, let's change it back to quarter. Pivot this group quarter. Right. Then from here, we are going to add another row, other dates, add other dates, so it adds to the bottom. And also the row, the other matters. You can see year, quarter, and dates. I'm going to change it, so you're going to see what happens when I change it. Then you come back here, you pick this, and you change it to create based on months. Yeah, so you can see this. So you can see how we are breaking this down bit by bit. Right, so can just get, basically the idea is to just get meaningful information from this. Actually, that's what we are trying to do. And I can break this back too, so that it looks like what we have in the first one. But you only see that the difference between this one and this one is that this one has more meaningful information than this. Of course, this is just sum of quantity, but if I change this to profits, you see that this is limited. This you can explore and go deeper. You can say I'm interacting with this. I'm able to check and see. So that's what this helps you with, basically. So you can go on to check. You can even check for region based on regions. You can add flitters. Yes, you can add flitters, right? So I can add a flitter to this. 48 million. So I can add a flitter to this based on category. So I could say, okay, I have all three categories. I should be able to select one. Let me see. Okay. There's the filter. Close this. So I should be able to change this, showing one item. Okay, filter by values. Supposed to be able to filter this. Maybe because I'm not on the sheets. But I should be able to add filters to this region. Okay. I'm not actually seeing it. I think I did this, it worked. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not working. I'll check it out later. Okay, yeah, so I was going to show you this, that if I change this, it actually matters a lot. The order matters. So I'm going to expand this back. It should actually be a function to expand this, a shortcut. I think this works for everything. Yeah, so I want to change the order. I want to scatter this thing. So if I bring the mods to the first place, you see what will happen. Can you see my digital status? By the way this is ordered has changed. What is happening now, it is it has picked uh it has picked the date, the month first. Now it did this on the month. So in January is the first one. In January 2015, first quarter, of course, everything is going to be first quarter. Everything in January, it will arrange it. Then you see so this is like January 2015. This is what I got. January 2016. This is what I got. If I try to take this and I put it here, you can see how we are wreaking havoc. Basically, oh, we're still making meaningful information. You're still getting insights, right? So from January, first quarter, you have in the first year, in 2015, you have this. So you can just use this to, check your performance. So it means that from January to December, okay, which one did well? Which in January, which of the years did you do well? Basically, so you can change this order based on some. Alright. So we are going to be ordering the dates. That's order dates, ascending order based on sum of profits. So the profit has changed. So based on this, you can see that 2016 you did well, 2015 you went down, 2016, 2017 you went up, and 18 you went up. So you can easily check, okay, which year did I even, did well, very well, from 15 to 16, none of them. 16, 17, no, 15, 16, 17, 18, exactly. So like July, in the month of July, you have been progressive, right? In which other one again were we progressive? None. So July was the only month. So you can see how we're able to just make sense of our data, basically. So let's just do, okay, so I'm going to change this back because I need it for something. So year first, right? Followed by, let me take out months. Good. I think it's still there. Yeah. Okay, so based on this now, we can now create charts. We can create like a chart, right? So I click this, and I think I mentioned what a chart was in the last class. That a chart is a pivot chart. Is basically a chart from the pivot table that actually gives you a visualization of what you are doing. Basically, that's what a pivot chart actually does. So if I'm starting and I click charts, so from charts, so I have this. So let me do this. So here there are different kinds of charts. There's several of them, but let's do an histogram. It should be, yeah, a column chart. Yeah, so this is a column chart. So by doing that, it just gives me a chart of what we are working on. So I think I can push this here. Why is this not moving? Sorry, comment. Let me shrink it. Okay. Yeah. So let me press it back. So this is basically charts. It's picking the grand total. Okay, so let's do this. So in this pivot table, we can remove the grand total. Show total. Yeah. So close. And the grand total is still there. It's affecting it. So I should be able to edit it from here in a way. Where's the edit button? Yeah, this is it. So here, yeah, I can edit the chart from here. Alright, and use column 1, profit, aggregate. Oops, I'm not able to do that from here. So let me just edit it out from here. So I don't want that grand total to be there. Show totals. Yeah, so if you check exactly, now if you look at the chart, you see that it is now it's looking more balanced, right? So this is in 2015, 2015, then we have 2016, then we have 2017, and we have 2018. So these are the though you're supposed to put the quarter. Yeah, but this is basically how you do this. So we're already getting there little by little how the chart just came up. So if you look at this now, let's bring out the chart from here. Oh, please, nobody should edit this sheet. Protect sheets. I can't see. Okay, so the chart from here, we can just bring out the chart from here. Insert charts. Grand total. I think in Excel it doesn't bring out. You don't need to remove the grand total actually. Yeah, so we bring this. So moving this, I'll have to zoom out so I can easily see where I'm going to actually. Yeah, so let me zoom it back. So here is it. So if I move this from here so that I'll just attach it together. Did that work? Control X. I think Control V. Yeah, it's no longer there. Oh, it has affected my charts. Okay, that's no problem. I delete this and just do a new one. So insert charts, I put it here. Yeah, close this and I move this here. Has to be beside on aligned here. So this is it. So basically, this is the chart. Basically, that's simple. I think I can shrink this. Too big. Exactly. I believe you can still see it. We can all still see it. Okay, so this is the chart. So it gives us like you can see the sum of quantity here, and we have the other date here. 2015, 20. In fact, as you are holding on it, I'm not holding anything. I'm just hovering on it, and it's still telling me the exact value. Can we all see that? So let's stop here. So I'm going to drop the meeting. So let's leave this call. I'll create another one, then you can all join again. So I'm stopping this. So I'm back on board. Okay, yeah, so we are back on board. So yeah, I think I was resizing the other one, so I can resize this. It's too big, please be cool. Yeah, let's have everything. These are other dates. Why am I seeing other dates? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, so we are creating pivots charts from our pivots table. So what should we do? Should we go on and check more, or let's do new things? Okay, let's do something like profits made in each year, right? For all categories of products in the east and western region. So what's the thing we want to do? Let me write it. It's kind of long. Profits, right? That was made in each year. That's we need the year, right? Profit made in each year for categories of products, and in each region. Let's say each region. Yeah. So profit made in each year. Does anyone want to try how to go about this? Anybody? We shall who should I pick? Pisayo, go ahead. Let's see your thinking process. Let's see your thought process. Data analyst Fisayo. How do you think you can
Sir,
go about this?
I didn't get the question.
Okay, I'm going to give you the question on the spot. So the question is, we want to do a pivot table that would help us to
Okay.
get the profits made in each year for all categories of products in each region. So what do you think if you are given this, what do you do? How do you start? How do you start thinking?
I don't know.
Okay, then okay, pick somebody in the call to help you out.
Okay. Justice.
All right, Justice. Phone a friend. Justice, please help
Wait,
Isaiah out.
actually, we are in the same shoe.
Ah, okay, pick another person. Phone a friend, real quick.
Eunice, please, Eunice.
Okay, Eunice. Eunice, the ball is in your court now. Is Eunice on this call? Eunice is not here. Pick another person. I think she left. Ah, please don't run away. Oh.
I'm here.
No, you mentioned Eunice. Eunice is not the call.
Okay, I thought I saw her before now.
No.
I don't know who am I going to select.
Just pick anybody.
Tayo.
Fisayo just responded. Fisayo picked you.
Oh, okay. Olaya, please.
Yeah, about me. Ayobami.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, the ball is in your court. Ha.
Can I nominate someone?
You want to nominate somebody too? Justice, please, can you
Yeah,
mute? Okay. I think it's the last time. This is the
okay.
last. The person you are nominating must get.
Yeah, let me nominate, please.
Hmm. Just
Okay.
pick
Let me nominate
anybody.
Tito.
Tito. Hmm. Tito, you have been nominated. So your pause out. Oh, Pearl is on mute.
That was a mistake.
Okay. I think you are using your phone and your laptop together. Okay, just an advice. When you're using your phone already and you want to use your laptop, you can use companion mode to join. So that way your screen is going to be like, that's what I do. Your screen is going to be like a board while your phone is still on, unless you want to cut one. Back to you, Tito. We don't have much of the time again. Tito, looks like Tito is on the call. Okay, looks like Tito, should we move on? Say something. Okay, oh, Tito has decided to not say anything. I don't want to see in my DM. So it's as simple as, okay, yeah, it's simple. I think all you need to do is break it down, right? So sorry, one sec. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is profits made in each year for categories of products in each region. So let's break it down. We want profits. I want to check for the profits. Now, where are we checking for profits in each year? Okay, we're checking for profit in each year, and we also want the categories too. So that means we're checking for, so it's going to be in a way that we will have year, then we will have categories, and we have regions. So let's start, let's implement. So let's say pivot table, insert pivot table, and we know our range of sheets, data range already. Okay, then existing sheets, that's where we are. Pick this, then okay, and we create. So what we want there, we want profit. So first of all, the values is profits. Sorry, profits. I should pick profits instead. Profits. Yeah. Then the rows, now we will start from here and other dates, right? We now have to get it on there. Then we have another row that's going to be for categories, or we can just go ahead to first sort this out. Let's just sort it out. Create pivot table by here. Could also do year Monday, you know, it could be so inquisitive. So we have that. Then we're now going to add, we have here already now categories. Now category, so we had category, right? So we have category now. Then so we have here, we have category for products. Then we want each region. So we come to add rows and we do for each region. And here we go. So here it is. So here we have the year. So in 2015, furniture made, let's sort this out by profits. Sorry, not order date. Is it region? Yes, region. Region by sum of profits. Okay, good. So I think I should change it back. So here we go. So we have the sum of profits. So in 2015, furniture, the region that had the most sales was Central. Sorry, that had least profits was Central, while South had more profits. So we are checking this, we are doing a detailed analysis now. We are going into the year, checking the categories of item. Now if I shrink this, should we shrink for everything? Oh, it's not shrinking for everything. So if I shrink this, yeah, I could see that in 2015 the category that did more was technology. Wow, pick, interesting. Let me see, is this sorted? 30, 25, 33, yeah. So 2016 technology came, 2017 technology, 2018 technology. Wow, interesting. 21,000, 33,000, 39,000, 50,000. It kept on increasing. It means that there was increase in technology. So it probably went from furnitures to office supplies to technologies. Those were the way. So you probably know that, oh, technology is doing well, it's booming. Furniture in 2015 was 5,000. Furniture in 2016 went to 3,000, went lower. Wow. In 2016, furniture went higher again, surpassing the first one, which is 2015. In 2018, it went lower, lower than the 2016, but not up to 2015. It was similar. So we can see like these are things that we could see. And now let's create a chart. Let's say chart, create data, sorry, insert charts. Yeah, so this changed and we have something like this. So this, you already know why we're having this issue with total and da. So let me first bring this here, come back here, edit this. Oh, I won't be able to edit this. I mean, still allowing me to edit. Yeah, it did. So I want to remove the totals. I don't want the total showing, and I don't want the grand total showing. Okay, so it's giving me based on. So let's do something else. Let's change this charts. Edit charts. So we started. So there are different charts. Let me see. Customize. What's here? Okay, these are also okay. I think we should go through this. There's not really much there. So I think we should check out this line charts. Can we? It's not changing. It should. You actually should change the charts. Edit charts. Combo charts. So I want something. So we have quarters. Oh, sorry. We have year, right? So the year is supposed to be 2015, 2016, 2017, and 2018. Then on top of it, we want to have the furnitures, the degree of each furniture. So let's use something like this, right? Yeah, but it's not supposed to be like this. Data ranges. So setting this now, we have A31 to A40. So we have data range. Yeah, maybe I should just show us how we actually built this, how we came about. It can't be deleted. I want to delete it. So usually what I've been doing is I've been clicking on this place, then I'll now go and like I'll click on the top of the chart, then I'll now go and create the chart. I'll now go to insert. So immediately I'm inserting charts, it will create a chart based on what I have here. But I don't want to do that. So I want to show you like raw, insert, charts. So this chart is an empty chart, right? So you come here, you pick a chart type of chart you want. There's a lot, actually a lot. You can start. Let's do something simple first. So let's do like the scorecard chart. Then the data range. That's the list of data where we want. So we can pick. Should we pick everything? Okay. No. Actually, we are doing scorecard chart, so we are supposed to pick a single row. So let me go and check the sheets that give us that where we have our quantity sheets. Let me see. Can I? Okay, I'm there already. I should be able to scroll into this place. Quantity. That's S, right? So I just change it to S and change it to S and okay. So let's go back there. Why is it giving me two? Just have, let me see. Two. No, it's giving me the first one. I want everything. Everything. Edit charts. Yes. Quantity. Aggregates. Yep. Here we go. I think it doesn't matter. It won't count the first row. So here, so let's close this. Let's shrink it. It's too big for us. And let's bring it here. Yeah. So this is like the total quantity of goods. I think we're already doing a little bit of dashboards. Alright. Then we can also customize. So this is where customize comes. The customize can be different depending on what you have. So you have colors, you have fonts. You can try to change the fonts, play with it, right? Then the key value, you can try to change all of this, the colors, how you want it. You want it bolding, change the font color, wide or narrow. Let's talk more about this. Baseline value, absolute change. Okay, could be percent, but we're not doing something that has to do with that. So I think then what really matters more is this chart axis and title, how you want to title it. So chart title. Let's say title. So let's say total sales. And yeah, we are done. So total sales is this account, as simple as that. So I want to do something more different, more not hard, simple. I search charts. Then, so we are going through the list of charts, right? And we have pie charts. Yeah, I like using pie chart, but this is for when you are dealing with categories. For instance, let me take this. Let me take this. So, let's quickly do something. So let's create a chart, a pivot table for categories, data range, same data range. This. Yeah, existing sheets. Where do I want it? I want it. Can shift this. I want it here. Okay, create. So I want to create the categories. For categories, so hard. I don't think that should be a deal of problem for us anymore. Then columns of values, profits. Yeah, that's also profits. And here we go, right? Then come back here. I want to do a chart, a pie chart. Okay, yeah. So here we go. Here's a pie chart. Oh, this thing keeps showing grand total. Should be able to disable this thing. Let's see. Yeah, so I bring this here. Of course, this is not what we want. This is something similar to what we want actually, but we do want this grand total value here. I think I can remove it from here. Let me see. Edit charts. I can change the range from G46. This is G46 actually to FG45. So it excludes it. Exactly. Yeah. Nice. So this is what we want. So here we go. So here is the pie chart for this, right? Most of the time it's more okay when you are doing it with categorical variables. So edit. So I don't like this pie chart. So I want something like this. Yeah, something more 3D ish. Yeah, I like 3Ds. So here is a technology. Can we see it? Here is the office supplies, and here is furniture. So you can easily visualize the proportion. So it looks like technology is taking up to or more than 50%, and office supply is taking, okay, you can even see the percent, 50.8. Then office supply is taking 42.8%, and furniture is taking 6.4% of our total profits. So in this situation, we know what product to focus more on. Technology first, office supply next, then profits, because those are the areas where we're making more profits. So that's pretty it. So we are still making charts. Of course, this is already becoming so disorganized. So I want to do another charts, yes. So we want to do now what we said we want to do. So yeah, like I said, I just want to show us there are various things you can do. This is a candlestick, this is a radar chart, this is an histogram, these are bar charts, right? These are column charts, and these are area charts. Yeah, these are line charts. So we'll see which one to use, which one is more meaningful. Yeah, we have scatter charts. See which one is more appealing, which one is more better to use. But right now I want to use an histogram. I think that's an histogram. Yeah, then my data range is, I can pick my data range. So here's my data range. Okay, let me see, it's already forming, right? But this is not what I want basically. My x-axis, y-axis, let me see, and this is not what I want. So x-axis is, oh yeah, this is x-axis. X-axis is the horizontal. I don't know, some of us that did physics. X-axis is this, so the x-axis from here to here, this is horizontal, while y-axis is referred to the vertical. Yeah, what you have on the vertical, what you control is your x-axis. So here I want my x-axis to actually not be all of this. So I want my x-axis to be from actually A32 to A43 years, which is actually what is there. And this series is supposed to be the profits, right? That's D2 to D3, which is correct. But why am I having it like this? I want here instead. So let me see. I think it's messing up. Let me just go ahead and pick it from here. I think it's more easier for me to do it from here. Start charts, and it comes up. I bring it down here. Reduce the size because I don't want it too big. I have it here. So I have a template of what I want to use already. So I have the profits, and I have how each comes up to the profit, but I don't want it like this. I don't want it stacked up like this. So what I do is this column chart that I'm using, I have to change it to something like this, right? Then the data range, let me see, aggregates. Yes, so what the aggregate does is just pick up because if I untick this now, you are seeing furniture, 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 like it's repeating. So when you aggregate it, it just picks everything. I think putting my arrow on this should tell me something. Amazing, it's not telling me anything. Okay, so combine. So let me remove this. Actually, this is not what I want there. What I want on the x-axis is actually the A series. That's A to A43. That's what I want, and I can aggregate this, right? Then what I actually want to add, I want to add something. I don't know, it's supposed to be showing. Yes, I'm not using the right charts. What I want to do is I want to include the office, the categories can be included. I'm not sure why it's not doing. I'm not getting it. Let me see. Add series. Okay, I can only add. Can I add this? Data range. My data range is from B. So the data range here is from B1 to B43, and here is the B. From here to here. Then we also have D1 to D43. That's this profits, and we also have A31 to A43. That's this to this. I think I should be able to even add everything together because this is taking it as separate ranges. So let me see the effect of adding everything together. And okay, let me see if this thing has changed. Where did 2015 run to? Oh, sorry. Use rotate to. Yes, okay. Right. Standard column aggregates. This is so annoying. Add series. Okay, let me see what will happen if I do this. Sorry. Edit charts. Edit. Add series. Yes. Select data range. This is the data range I want to select from here. See here. Let me say select everything. Okay, invalid type. Select this. It's not picking it. It's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be numerical column. Well, let's drop that. So think we'll come back to that. So basically, what I wanted to do was create this in a way that the individual categories will be stacked. So you're going to see how each this 2015, how the categories actually make up this chart. That's actually what I wanted to do, but it really is not coming out. I think I did it. Well, sort out later. So you can see in summary that this table is just filled with, but of course it's scattered. Yes, sorry about that. But unlike the one we had last class where we had to do where we had to do something like this, where we had our data sets here, and we also have our diagrams or our charts or our reports here. So in this, we actually decided that okay, we don't want to do it there. We want to move the sheets into somewhere else. We want to have it somewhere else, and that's why we had to bring it here. So you can see here, it's just reports, it's just dashboards, it's just things we created with pivot table, and let's say pivot charts. Basically, that's what we have here, and you can arrange it in a way that okay, maybe here we are going to have our charts separately. Here we are going to have our reports separately. So it's just a way of it's just a way of organizing our work, whatever we are working on. Sometimes we can be working on so large a volume of data. Sometimes we can be working on, in fact, multiple data, and we need a way to actually take them into different we need a way to actually move them across, right, and be able to show our work easily, make it neat. So as we are working, as we are starting, actually this is not a good practice. What I was doing, it's not a good set of practices. What you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be ordering it, so you're arranging it as you are working on it. Because if I move this, right, I have this here. If I cut this is D1, and I bring it and I paste it, it's going to affect my charts. Can you see my chart is gone? Because my chart was based on what I have on that value. And if I take it back, let me see. Yeah, you can see it. The only thing I'm allowed to move, the only thing I'm allowed to move around is the charts, right? I think, yeah, it's a chart, and it will not have effect. It's just a simple chart. It's taking data from somewhere. The way if I move the data set here, everything in this chart is gone. Everything, because they are based on whatever we have here. Although there's a way to lock it up. For instance, you can lock up okay, it's called, I think, is it the dollar sign? I'll call it. You can lock up a value. For instance, now let's do something simple here. So let's say here we have let's say 3, value 10, let's say 10, and we have a list of values here. And so let me say 1. I think enter will take me down. Yeah, 2, 3. Then let me detect the pattern and just drag this down. Yeah, so we have 10 here. So I say want to do something simple, like a mathematical function that does 10 plus 10 times 1. So it does, we are using the value. So we say, oh wow, is this magic? I said 10 times 1. I didn't say 10 plus 1. So 10 times 1, it brought this. If I drag this down, can guess what will happen? Errors, 0, basically. So the way to go about this is to use a dollar sign to lock this value. Alright, so when we lock it here. So instead of saying L3, we use the dollar sign. Dollar is on number 4. Use the dollar sign. So let me delete this. delete. And this time around, when I use the dollar sign to bring my work down, supposed to lock it. It's what's going on? My lock is not locking again. Hold on. Is dollar sign? Yes, it is. No, yeah. Google Sheet is shitting me right now. Wait, hold on. I think a cell, yeah, in Sheets. Yeah, I think to lock it up. Yeah, it has to be this dollar. Yes, I think it's dollar. I know it's dollar. If I don't think it's dollar, let me see. Okay, for some reasons this is not working. Think. Okay, can I show you my Excel? Yes. Come, let me open up my Excel. Yeah, this is my Excel. I think I can share my Excel screen. Where is it? I didn't plan to share this. So let me see. Share. Stop presenting. Okay, window. Office. Yeah. Share. Share. But it's not going to be in the recording. Actually. Is it showing already? Can you all see my screen? Please, can you all see my screen? Let me know so I can move fast.
No, I can't see your screen.
Oh,
But the screen is not showing.
oh, sorry. Let me see. It's going to be a bit difficult. Okay, let's just move on. I'll probably describe it. I don't know why it's not showing. Let me just stop sharing it and let's continue with what we are doing. I think I'll have to post it in the group. But I wanted to explain how to share, how to lock itself so that you can do multiple you can take things. For instance, you're in a situation where a cell is just in one. For instance, like this example I showed you, is just one, and you have other things that you're performing on, right? So you can easily just lock whatever you have to this, and continue your work. So basically, that's what I actually wanted to show you. It's working. It's not working again. So I think that's basically like the wrap of moving around from pivot charts, from pivot table, sorry, to pivot charts, and having to work with several of those charts. You have them here, they are numerous. So having to work with line, area, maps, and a lot. And I think if I pick a let me go back to the sheets from here. I think if I pick one of these data right now, I should be able to do something amazing. So if I insert a chart, where's the chart? Okay, here it is. So this is a chart. I don't know why this thing comes big by default. It's too big. So sorry. So if I pick a chart, this, come on, Yeah, so this is like a line chart that it's trying to give me, because I don't want the line charts. I want I don't want, it's even giving me based on the role ID. So I want it okay, the actual what we work with is pie charts. Pie charts will actually work very well, and it's picking the role ID. No, I don't want it to pick the role ID. Data range. No, 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 no. This cannot be my data range. This should be my data range actually. My data range should be from here to here. Okay, I can add the first one to it. So I'm adding the first one here. So I click OK. Then the value should also be from here. Then OK. I think they are the same thing. Did I miss anything? A42. Oh, so this should be to 42. 42. Then use 27 as column. Use AC as labels. Yeah, so here it is. So here's our charts. So we have copiers 92.42. This is not copy well, so it's not correct. So I'm verifying what we have on this chart with what we have here. So it looks like I didn't select everything. A27. So I started from 27, which should not have been. I should have started from 26. In fact, I should have started from 25 actually. 25. So I'm picking 25. Yeah. And the first row, yes, the first row is 25 as header. That's this row. While the column AC as labels. That means this column is going to be the label. Exactly. Yes, so I think it should correspond now. Yeah, copiers is 19.42, and this is taking it to 18.0. What's going on again? Let me see. 25 to 42. Why is it not correct? Like something is wrong. Oh, okay, I think the negative values here, it's not able to read negative properly. I want to assume that's what's happening. Then pie slice, let me see, can we change this? Yeah, we can just work with this, tweak this. So I think legends are usually how do I explain legend? Legend are all these things that we are seeing. So if I change the position to right, you can see that it changes. So it shows you this. So that those are legends. Legends are like labels, what you actually see that tells you, it gives you more information about what you are doing. For instance, now you can see the colors attached to it. I think top takes it to the top. This is a small chart, although label it, then let's do right, then we increase this. So let me increase this so that the other ones can show. So I think I can just bring this down. Yeah, one more. I want everything to show. Yes. Can I shrink it from here? Yes. Okay, yeah, so this is it. Here we are with our charts, our pie charts basically. I love pie chart a lot. So it gives, because it gives information, you can see it straight up easily. Gives you in proportion actually. So this is I think is everything. Yeah, from pivot table to pivot charts. I also did a bit about creating other kind of charts. So I think you have come to the end of today's class, and I'd like to start taking questions